After knowing the features of the number line, let us try to draw a number line. These are some of the steps to draw the number line. Please use pencil and ruler and draw it neatly. First, draw a horizontal line with arrows at both ends. Second, remember that each markings have equal intervals. Third, starting from the left, write a suitable integer for each interval markings in ascending or increasing order. Fourth, we need to mark a point on the interval markings for the numbers that is stated in the question. Let's take a look at this example. Draw a number line that represent positive 1, negative 3, 4.5, negative 2.8, and 3, 1 over 5. So from step 1, I need to draw a horizontal line with arrows at both ends. Again, please use ruler and pencil when drawing. Next, we draw markings with equal interval. It will be good if you can use your ruler markings so that each spacing for each interval is equal. Since I do not have ruler, I am estimating it. Next, looking at these numbers, we need to write suitable integer for each interval markings. So I notice that the smallest number for this question is negative 3, while the biggest number is 4.5. So on the markings that has been drawn, since the smallest number is negative 3, I will start with negative 4 on the left of the number line. After that, I increase each interval by 1 unit. Sometimes, depending on the question, you can increase each interval by other units. For example, multiples of 2, or if the numbers are bigger, multiples of 10, and so on and so forth. So now, for step 4, I can mark a point on the interval markings for the questions, for the numbers that is stated in the question. So the first number is positive 1. I need to draw a dot on the interval markings. The next number is negative 3. Again, I need to draw a dot on the interval marking. The next number is 4.5. Since we know that 4.5 is between 4 and 5, I will draw a dot in between this interval and indicate the number at the bottom of the number line. Next, negative 2.8. Negative 2.8 appears in between negative 2 and negative 3, but it is closer to negative 3. So I will mark a point here, draw an arrow and indicate the number required. The last number is 3 and 1/5. 3 and 1/5 appears between 3 and 4, but it is closer to 3. So I indicate a marking here and I draw an arrow and indicate the number. Sometimes we may need to change the fraction in terms of decimals so that we can compare easily. So for this case, 3 and 1 over 5 is actually equals to 3.2. So we can estimate from the graph 3.2 actually appears between 3 to 4 and closer to 3. However, when I'm writing the number, I need to write the original number down instead of conversion to decimals. Let's take a look at the next example. For this example, we want to draw a number line to represent prime numbers between 11 to 40. Even before we draw the number line, let's list the required numbers. So the smallest prime number that is between 11 and 40 is actually 13. Please do not include 11 as the question says between 11 and 40. The next prime number required is 17, followed by 19, 23, 29, 31, 37. So we need to draw a number line to represent these numbers. So now, having known the numbers required, we can start to draw our number line. So step 1, make sure that we draw a horizontal line with arrows on both ends. Make sure you use a pencil as well as a ruler to draw. Step 2, draw markings with equal interval on the number line. Please use your ruler marking, if possible, for each interval so that they are equal. However, since I do not have a ruler, I am estimating each interval to ensure that they have equal spacing. Step 3, starting from the left, we need to write suitable integer for each interval markings in ascending order. We realize that the required number has a large gap. The smallest number is 13, whereas the biggest number is 37. Hence, using these markings, it may not be enough. So what I can do is, instead of increasing each interval by 1 unit, I can increase each interval by 2 units. Or, if it doesn't fit, I can try to increase it by 3 or even 4 units. For this example, I will try to increase the marking by 2 units. So since the smallest number is 13, I will write here as 15. When I increase it by 2 units, 15, and so on and so forth. Step 4, after I have the interval markings, I need to mark a point on the interval markings for the numbers that is required in the question. So, the first number is 13. I'll draw a dot on the interval 13, another dot to mark the marking for number 17, for number 19, 23, 29, 31. And the last one is 36.